How to remove unwanted sticky from your airsoft gun. Basically, you may have attached a laser or a tac-light or bought a second-hand gun like this one here, and you see a horrible piece of Velcro or an old sticky label. Now, there's an easy way to do it. What you don't do, which is what a lot of people do, is they try and scrape it off with a knife or a piece of sandpaper. It's the worst thing you can do because it will damage the finish completely on your airsoft gun. What we tend to use when we're doing it, we use a pair of tweezers, really super strong tweezers to get it started, and then we will use a pair of needle nose pliers just to gently put it away. Now, it does help if you heat the surface first, not too much, just say with on a radiator or something, because that will help release the sticky. Now, this one isn't too bad, but as you can see, there is still some sticky remaining. And again, you don't want to scrape it off. You're going to damage all this surface. And then what you don't do is use nail varnish remover, because that will remove the coating, it will damage the plastic, it will remove the paint. What we use simply around the household is some white spirit. So a little bit of white spirit, you don't need any fancy chemicals, just a tiny bit on the cloth. Gently rub it. It will take a bit of time, but as you can see, it's slowly removing the sticky. See, what happens is the white spirit releases the sticky and slowly removes it. Okay, as you can see, it's coming off. A little bit more. It's also very cheap. It means you don't need to buy any harsh chemicals or anything else. And what you can do, if you find it really stubborn, is use like what we call a plastic scraper. It's very similar to a paint scraper, except it's a plastic blade and it won't scratch it. Because that's ultimately, at the end of the day, you want to avoid scratching the surface. So no abrasive scourers or anything like that on it. It's pretty much almost there. I'll finish at that point. I can finish it off later. Get rid of any excess. Yes, it will smell a little bit. And then get yourself a damp cloth. Rub it over the area. A damp cloth with the tiniest bit of soap compound on there, like washing up liquid, just to help remove the white spirit. Give it a good clean and it's back to normal without damaging the surface or causing any other problems. Obviously, my advice would be test a small inconspicuous area first, because if your gun has specially been painted, even white spirit can remove things like Krylon paint. But it generally does the trick. It's also really good for removing those manufacturing stickers, because effectively what white spirit is an oil, and it releases the glue from the surface you're putting it on, thus limiting the damage to the surface. And you can see how nice that's come up. A little bit of hard work, very gently done, sticky's removed. Also works really good on things like grease stains. If you've got grease stains on an airsoft gun, one of the cheapest effectively compounds you can buy is your white spirit. You can also use terps, and another thing that you can also use is methylated spirit. We tend to find methylated spirit is a lot longer process. It takes a lot longer to get through the sticky and other grime, and it's a lot harder to work with because it's a lot more gentle. But yeah, that's what we prefer. So hope that tip helps for the day.